Dear viewers, I am Assistant Professor Nikhat Anjum. Welcome to Nikhat Anjum Education Academy. Today's topic: concept and characteristic of culture. In the terms of anthropology, culture is a continually changing pattern of learned behavior and the product of learned behavior including attitudes, value, knowledge and material objects which are shared by and transmitted among the members of society. Culture is the expression of our nature in our modes of living and thinking, in our everyday intercourse, in art, in literature, in religion, in reaction and enjoyment. Culture is that complex whole that consists of everything we think do not have as members of society. Culture is the complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, moral, laws, custom, and other capacities and habit acquired by man as a member of the society. Meaning of culture: in the narrow sense, culture means that man-made social organization which promote specific habits of thinking and living, specific habits of social interaction, a specific way of eating, dressing and living, religious and scientific belief, and various material objects together with political and social customs, tradition and pattern of behavior which cumulatively satisfy the various needs of human being in its wider sense. Culture refers to all inclusive habits of thinking which shape human behavior in all its aspects and in all fields of human activity. In short, culture includes all human beliefs, pattern of behavior, and all academic, artistic, moral, religious belief together with all achievement in all fields of human life. In this sense, culture epitomizes the total pattern of human belief and behavior. Different kind of culture. There are different kind of culture, namely individual culture, communal culture, national culture, and world culture. As a matter of fact, each individual has some personal trait and qualities which guide his habit of thinking and behaving in all fields of human activities. These personal like and dislike, interest, modes of thinking and patterns of social behavior constitute his personal culture. In the same way, different communities have their distinct trait of life styles, comprising specific modes of community belief and styles of living. All the members of different communities exhibit different traits known as community culture. Likewise, each nation has some distinct national trait and attribute of character which condition its national pattern of ideal, value, modes of thought and behavior. Such national traits are known as national culture. Further, a rapid rise in the means of transport and communication has shrunk the whole world into the one small unit, with the result that different nations of the world live together as members of a world community having common value of life. Such values, namely cooperation, sympathy, social service, social awakening, and social sensitiveness, etc., constitute world culture. Types of culture. In each society, culture is of two types ascender: material culture and non-material culture. Material culture includes all those man-made things and objects which human society has created for its physical welfare in times of peace and war. Items such as clothes, utensils, home, road ornaments, TV, radio, various machines, gadget and various means of transport and communications are some examples of material culture. Non-material culture includes all those ideals, attitudes, and values which modify the behavior of an individual, just language, literature, art, music, religion, custom, and tradition, etc. are some examples of non-material culture. Characteristic of culture: acquired traits. Culture is the sum total of acquired traits. The newborn baby is devoid of any traits. As he grows older, he acquires different ideals, attitudes, and value by imitation and social contacts. These experiences contribute to the formation of his personal culture. Second, distinct entity. Different societies of the world have their distinct cultural patterns which establish the different identities of different nations. Transmission. Cultural trait and patterns and transmitted from generation to generation. Each generation is free to modify the cultural heritage and then transmit it to the next generation. In this way, cultural patterns are powerfully conditioned and influenced by the trend which appear from time to time according to different circumstances and conditions. In short, transmissions is a continuing process. Utility. A culture is good if it has some utility to the individual as well as to the society. If it does not fulfill this purpose, it decays and dies out in the long run. It may be borne in mind that mutual gives and take among different cultures is also an essential and conditioning process. Generally, cultural fanaticism and snobbery promotes conflict and chaos. Hence, one should see and adopt the cultural beauties and excellences of all culture that exist in world. Only this vitality and welcoming attitude can promote the development of world culture which leads to international brotherhood. The prime need of our Indian society is cultural integration. Dynamism. Culture is not static but dynamic. In other words, it changes and grows due to rapid rise in the means of transport and communication. A culture invades the other culture. It penetrates, interpenetrates, changes and grows. It is why our modern culture is not that old culture which guided the nations of the world in the past. One can notice the fast changing patterns of our cultural beliefs, ideals, values, mode of thinking and behavior. The different culture of the world are interacting among themselves and thus a synthesis of cultural is going on this modern world. Thank you.